Are you hungry for the latest news and trends from the internet? Welcome to What's Cooking on the Internet, your one-stop shop for discovering the hottest digital delights. Hit that subscribe button and let's get cooking.
Celestial treasure or stolen heritage? Who owns the stars that fall to Earth? When a 50-pound piece of Mars, a meteorite, was found in Nigers Sahara Desert and then sold for millions at a New York auction, it sparked a huge debate. Does a country automatically own space rocks that land within its borders? Or are these cosmic wanderers fair game for anyone who finds and sells them? This question gets right to the core of ownership, heritage, and the tricky relationship between international law and economic inequality. The NWA 16,788 meteorite sale, as scientists call it, really brings up some key issues. Heritage versus money. This whole thing boils down to national heritage clashing with the super profitable global trade in rare artifacts. Professor Paul Sereno, a paleontologist with strong ties to Niger, argues passionately that such an important find, a piece of our shared cosmic history, should stay with the country where it was discovered. He calls the auction brazen, saying it's like colonial-era resource extraction, where wealth just flows from poorer nations to richer markets. It raises a big ethical question. Should a unique natural object's price tag really trump its cultural and scientific importance to its country of origin? The legal mess. Niger's government is investigating, saying they have doubts about the legality of its export. Sothebys, the auction house, insists they followed all rules, pointing out that Niger itself admits it does not yet have specific legislation on meteorites. Niger's 1997 heritage law mentions mineralogical specimens, but it doesn't specifically say meteorites. This legal gray area isn't just a Niger problem. Even international agreements, like UNESCO's, don't clearly cover space material. This loophole lets valuable stuff cross borders without much oversight, really showing how urgently we need clearer international and national laws for these kinds of finds. The shady trail. The meteorite's trip from the Sahara to a New York auction went through an unnamed meteorite hunter, then a local community, an international dealer, an Italian gallery, and finally Sothebys. This complicated journey makes it super hard to track the money or figure out if Niger's people saw any benefit. This lack of transparency raises red flags about potential illegal trafficking and shows just how easily valuable items can vanish into the private market without anyone really watching. A wider African problem. Niger isn't alone in this. Morocco, another North African country with lots of meteorite finds, has dealt with similar issues. Geologist Professor Hassana Shenawi Oujahain laments how much of Morocco's space material has left the country. Even with efforts to control the trade, this regional trend points to a bigger problem. Countries rich in natural and scientific treasure struggle to keep them when wealthier nations' markets want them. It's a clear reminder of how economic inequality often decides who profits from these discoveries. Beyond the immediate legal and ethical questions, this incident makes us think about the bigger picture for space and its resources. As we look more and more to space for exploration and resources, who owns what and how to share space materials fairly becomes even more important. Should things that fall from space be seen as common heritage for everyone? Or do they just automatically belong to the land they hit? Meteorites offer unique insights into how our solar system formed, but their scientific value often gets lost behind their market price. We have to ask ourselves, should private profit really come before humanity's shared scientific and cultural enrichment, especially when it's about the heritage of nations with fewer resources to protect their claims? Professor Sereno hopes this big sale will be a turning point, pushing Nigerian authorities to act and making public museums think twice before showing items with questionable origins. Ultimately, this case is a call for more transparency, stronger international teamwork, and a fresh look at our shared responsibility for these unique sky treasures. It's about making sure their discovery benefits everyone fairly and that their scientific and cultural value is kept safe for all.